Ladies and gentlemen, to week 3 of the WCS, the Women's Challenger Series, brought to you by Partners Promoting Darts. I'm Sean Green, joined by, wait, that's Porky.
Where did he
Porky,
go? What?
what's up, brother? How you
Is
doing,
this
man?
the buffet line? This isn't the buffet line? What am I doing here? This is a bad dream.
Listen, this is all you can eat great darts coming your way tonight, buddy. So
I'm game.
Porky, we got a great one tonight. It was supposed to be our first top 4 match, but Chrissy Grimmel is in the hospital. We want to go ahead, of course, give her all of our best. I know that she has a little bit of surgery that she's going to go through tomorrow, but we love you, Chrissy, and hopefully you have a speedy recovery and can get back to the action here. But let's talk about what we do have. We have Stacey Tullock taking on Kelly Sipe. So we got a great matchup heading your way anyway. This time on the loser side of the bracket. Porky, you ready to go for this thing? It's going to be a great battle night.
Man, I am. It's the battle of Tennessee and Washington, right? I mean,
yep.
2 completely different weathers going on in both of them. And yeah, I'm excited to watch and see who comes out on top on this one.
Yeah, Seattle actually has very similar weather to like London right now. So for Kelly, you might be missing out on being in London, but you have the same exact weather. So that's always nice. Yes. For Stacey in Knoxville, you have better weather. So that's fine. You're going to be just fine with that. But it's going to be a great battle. Let's take a look at the tape here. We're going to start off with Stacey Tullock. Porky, tell us about Stacey.
Stacey, her nickname is Jangalang, and she's shooting for the warehouse. I know I had to say that one with a straight face. That's kind of hard to do, right? And that's with the location is at the warehouse, and that's with Jackson Amusement, I'm assuming there. She's been playing for 41 years. The people that have been around that long probably know the name also. Her average this season, she's averaging a 3.33. And what's the 42.9? Is that
that's her win rate? Yep.
All right, perfect, awesome. I was going to say wide receiver, but it's the win ratio, and she's throwing with her Colonial Stacey Pace Ravens, the 18-gram darts.
Actually, 42.9 is just a world record for something. We don't know what it is. But
that could be how many plates I had at the buffet the other day.
42.9? You didn't finish off that 43rd? I'm a little bit upset.
There was one piece of broccoli left on that plate, man.
I would have eaten it anyway. She also has 5.9 marks coming into the season. She has 4.7 marks, 19.5 marks, and 19 games played. The 3.33 is going to be above the average of her opponent. She did lose to Shea Cole last week, 7-0. So she's going to be looking for a little bit of redemption tonight, and we'll see if she can pull it off. Listen, we've all lost to Shea Cole 7-0, so we can all just feel her for that one.
But I can't say that because fortunately, most of those on the wall are because of Shea and I. So
there you go.
I can't say I ever lost to her.
Well, there you go. That's all you need to know, man. And her opponent tonight is Kelly Sipe. Kelly is hailing from All Season Sports Pub in Tacoma, Washington. Playing for WWDL, that's Western Washington Dart Leagues. And she's been playing for 35 years. Her nickname is the Phantom, which is a pretty sweet nickname. Her average heading into this is a 3.04 MPR. It actually is the lowest MPR of the ladies competing, but I'm going to guess that there were some legs in there that just didn't go her way to give that average, because I don't think that that's really where she stands. I think it's going to be a lot closer tonight than that. She's one of those Dart Militia DM7 18-gram darts. She does not have any 9 marks this season, but she does have 12 7 marks and 21 5 marks in 22 games played. And, of course, her world record is only 44%.
But it's still good. It's still good. And,
as you saw.
You always hear me say it on social media, man. That average, it does not matter. Stats don't matter. It's how you win and the timing. So anything can happen.
Well, let's go over the format and specific rules of this women's singles Challenger Series. If you've never watched before, it's a double elimination style tournament. Both these ladies are on the loser side, so the loser of this one will be out. The players play a race to 7, best of 13 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count to start that match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that, and if either team is down 3 or more legs, either player, they will continue to go first until that deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That's the PPD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance, all right, I thought maybe he could do it, and he didn't do it. And we go for speed. Players will court for start in the last leg decider.
Honestly, if we go to the distance,
just as good as Will.
you might have to wake me up. I don't know what you wanted me to say there, man.
It's a song. If we go the distance and we go in for speed, the players
Oh, is
will
that what
work
it
from the
is?
start of the last. Like, yeah, it's all right. No big deal. You don't need to know
What
cake.
song is that?
Cake. It's oh man, it starts off like they're talking. Like it's like he's at the starting line. It's something like that. Anyway, listen,
Yeah.
Kelly Sipe lost to OT before defeating Hunter Smith last week. So she's had a couple of pretty rough matches out the gate. Of course, getting the best of Hunter Smith last week is a big deal. We saw Hunter in week 1 go to a last leg decider in the loss. So we'll see what happens here. Kelly getting the start. Only a 2-mark opening there, Porky.
Hey, but you know, it's first game, a lot of game left, a lot of match left, nothing to even sweat.
As a player that's played in the CSC, I got to ask you here, early in the match, what are you feeling? Especially when you're on stream.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times it's just you got to get in the groove, you know. So you're just trying to feel yourself out, get yourself in the groove. Sometimes nerves might set in depending on the atmosphere that you're playing in, and you know, you just got to get over those little humps and take it dart by dart. You know, I never sweat the first game, whether I win or lose. It's good when you come out banging, like, you know, Kelly just put in a nice little what did she put in, a 5 mark there to take the point lead? And I'm sitting here looking at your picture and then looking at the little camera. I'm like, wait, I was just going to lose. What did she just hit?
Listen, we only need as many hands as Tyler Hinsey to count that 4 mark that she hit there, buddy.
That's true. That's true. Oh, God, Tyler jokes. Oh, God.
You got to throw in at least one. It matches his number of hands.
But I mean, eventually, after so many jokes, you got to throw your hands up and say, Sean, you know, you got to stop, you know. It's.
I believe you meant to say hand up.
Oh, a hand. Yes. Hand. Sorry. But
oh, listen, it's going to be a fun night. You guys can tell already, guys. Hit that like button, hit that share button, let everybody know that we are live here for this bad boy. But for some reason, my restream is not working properly, so I'm just going to go ahead and redo that bad boy.
There you go. Kelly's still looking pretty comfortable. I don't know if she's going to go 20s here first before she tries to take a stab at nope. And there's, you know, I'm going to be wrong on half of the shots that I try to predict. Actually, probably 80% of the shots that I predict.
That is better than most. Better than most, man.
Yes, it happens all the time. You can never predict what they're going to do. I only know what I would probably try to do, because anyone who's seen my CSC matches know that I really hate those 18s lately. And look at that. That's a big shot right there. And I mean, that's why I was kind of looking at, you know, Kelly going at the 20s first, that last round.
Players are going to ask, so we're going to go, or players, the chat is going to ask, and they're all players. Anyway, why are we only getting the one perspective tonight? That's because we do have the view from All Season Sports Pub for Kelly. We do not have any locations near Knoxville, Tennessee for Stacey. So that's why we're only getting the little picture at the bottom of the screen there. If we have both, we tend to like to have both, but this was kind of a last minute situation. Also, we do not have interviews tonight of our players. Again, with the situation with Chrissy kind of coming up really yesterday and today, we've been scrambling to kind of make sure that we had something for you guys. And listen, we brought a beautiful match to you, but it will be without the interviews. And so you don't get to see Nick's beautiful face tonight. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, there's always Facebook to, you know, stalk his pictures and stuff like that if you really get bored.
Exactly. And listen, we have to give a huge shout out to one of the best members of our interview team, and that's Fred. Fred passed away today. So our condolences to Nick, who lost pretty much his son today. So Nick, love you, buddy.
Yes.
It's impressive that you're still here doing this with all that going on. So love you, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Tim Goodwin in the chat saying he thinks that Stacey is going to just get to 7 and keep going and not stop and make it a 9-6 victory.
Ooh, that's a good prediction. I mean,
it's a bold move, Cotton.
Personally, yeah. I mean, that's It's kind of the same. Yeah, I mean that's more cut and dry than my prediction. So I'm just picking the Super Darts player to win this one and come out on top.
So you got Kelly. What's the final score? Did I lose you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, gee. I thought you said, "Hey, Kelly, what's the final score?" I thought you were talking to someone in the chat. I was like,
Nope.
"Oh,
I was
maybe
talking. I
chat."
said, so you're taking Kelly. What's your final score?
Aren't they both Super
Stacey
Darts
wins leg
players?
number one.
I think they're both Super Darts players, so I think I'm safe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I was just making up one. I saw Super Darts on her shirt, so that's why I just assumed that's what you're talking about.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I believe they're both Super Darts players, so I was just taking the safe bet.
Well, Stacey only accepted my friend request today, so I don't know that about her yet, but I'm willing to learn.
Me too. We're always willing to learn. And it wouldn't be the first time I was wrong either, so.
You know what? I say that all the time, so don't worry about that.
Oh, good.
We got Stacey 7-2 from Paul. Tim saying 7-4 now. It was his backup response. I am going to take Stacey. My final score prediction, 7-5. I think it's closer than those averages are going to say. And I think we're going to have a pretty close battle. You saw it there in that first leg. It was 1 or 2 rounds that made the difference there. Against the throw, though, for Stacey to come out firing like that's a pretty good sign. My over-under on 9 marks. Listen, we have someone with 5 and someone with 0. So 2? 1.5? How's that sound?
For the over-under? I'm gonna say I'm gonna go. I'll take the over on that one. I think more than 2 or 3 9 marks will be thrown tonight.
I hope so. You know me. Yeah. I love saying "boom goes the dynamite." It makes me feel so good about myself.
Oh yeah, it makes everybody.
And I always root for that. But I just wanted to let everybody know why I picked that number. It was not anything against these ladies. It's just we got 5 and 0, so I'm going with the mid ground there. That's in 3 matches each, so take it for what it's worth.
Yes.
Fodder, aka Finn, who's actually one of my former students, Porky, is in the chat. He never was in Dart Club. Just started watching my chat, and now he's been along for the ride on YouTube. He says he's going with the Phantom in this one. And he got the cake reference earlier, which of course he does. He is one of my former students. He's cool.
Yeah. So is Cake actually a group or something?
Yeah, it's a band.
Gotcha. A band. Yeah. Usually I'm only excited when it's all you can eat or preceded by all you can eat or wedding. So that's about it. Yeah. Wedding cake's my favorite.
I figured you would like Cake as a band choice since you eat it all the time.
Did
you see Kelly go? Kelly tried Maloney double, and then she didn't hit the button, which is never a good sign. So now we're going to wait here for about 20 more seconds.
Yep, and I am going to keep my mouth shut on that.
Or maybe Kelly's going to run and grab the Maloney double is terrible. You can just say it, Porky.
Yeah, it is.
Especially when you have 2 darts remaining, you go outside. That's why, Mike Maloney, we hate you for making that a thing.
Yeah. Well, it's only a thing if you let it be a thing for yourself. It will never be a thing for me. Except for when I play Maloney in League, then I always go double.
And he always wants you to.
Yep, exactly. But I hit it, so he doesn't really like it that much.
There you go. How about Sean from Scotland checking in? Cheers, mate. Hope you're doing well over there. Are you going to – I know it's still pretty far away, but our Will was actually just in Edinburgh earlier this week with USA Darts.
Yeah,
taking in some sites. So now they're at the Alley Pally just interviewing professional dart players. No big deal.
I know and we're sitting back here just jealous and all that good stuff.
You have no idea, Porky.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Oh no, I'm not going to bring that up anymore. Let's just move on from that conversation.
Yeah. No,
it's been my soft spot for the last couple of days.
Yeah, he's over there hanging out with the person who has the #1 selling dart at A to Z Darts too.
Yes, he
Jen
is.
Mounts. So that's another thing, another X he has, over us.
Yeah, and of course Jen takes a selfie from the stage. Guess who didn't get to go up on the stage last year, Porky? This guy. So, well, that's all right. Maybe one day I'll be cool enough to work the Worlds, but we'll see.
Hey, people
That being
don't even
said,
recognize you at Waffle House, so
listen, you're
you're
not
not going
wrong,
to get
but
up on that stage.
I feel like good commentators are unknown. Like would
They
you be able to
are.
point out Stuart Pike?
Who? No.
Exactly.
Yeah. No clue what he is, what he looks like, or anything.
That's the
But
point.
Kelly, banging on the points here, trying to get
Yeah, they're
that
shooting well.
comfortable lead. It's I think she learned from the last game. You just got to keep that cushion and try to stay out of the reach of Stacey here.
And so far, so good. We'll see what she does
Yeah.
here. She goes 17s to try and just keep it going. Yeah, she does.
Perfect.
Moving right along here at all seasons. Boom.
Look at this. Can we get the first one?
No.
Oh.
That last dart was reminiscent of Soldier's first match dart today. It was not close. I was worried there when he missed that first match dart by that far, and then he started going wayward. Otherwise, I was like, "Uh-oh, did the wheels just fall off on him real quick?" But not for him. Huge shout out. I mean, he had the worst draw in the first round.
Oh my God!
Cameron is the 33rd ranked player in the world. And the top 32 get seeds.
Yeah, and his average lately has been. I mean, there's not too many people that have been shooting a higher average than Cameron lately. Yeah, and I mean, it just goes to show like anything can happen in this sport. It's that's why I never rely on averages. It's anything can happen. Anybody can beat anybody anytime, any day. It just happens to be Gates's day today, which is good. Hopefully, it's the same way on Wednesday.
Well, Porky, congratulations! Welcome to the CSC WCS Challenger Series live stream. Commentary because you just got accused of being stoned. So you're just part of the club. Part of the club now, buddy.
All right.
Welcome.
Why? Is because I mentioned all the food I want to eat?
Well, probably, but that's just because people don't know you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
At least that person doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
But yeah, I actually want to point out real quick. So obviously you saw Cameron crying there at the end of the match as he was still playing. That is 100% not because of him losing or anything like that. Nope. His dad was just put in the hospital and had a triple bypass surgery within the last couple of days. So I know that that's what he was thinking about while he was playing, and probably what he wanted who he wanted to play for on that stage. So for him to kind of come out flat like that, I think that was just it kind of hit him there at the end, which is more than understandable for that to happen. So I know he got a lot of people being like, why is he crying? That's crazy. But when you put it in context of life, you never really know. And that's also part of this game, right? It's a completely mental game for that reason. So if you're not mentally in there, it's tough.
Yeah, it is. I mean, this game is just so mental. You got to have peace in your personal life in order to really perform and shine out on the line there. It's a big factor in how you perform always.
Well, look at this. Stacey's brought it right back point wise. Just missed all those 16s, but we're within 32 points here, bud.
We are. I mean, if I'm Kelly, I'm going to load up on that 19 first before I even take a look at the 16.
She did not do that. She sure did. That was not the option I was expecting, but she hits dart 3 anyway, so it does not matter.
No, it doesn't matter. Just goes to show I'm still going to be wrong on my prediction of what to go for in the first dart or second dart or even third dart.
But listen, that one threw us all for a loop. That's confidence, right? To shoot the first 2 darts or at least shoot the first dart at bowl, hoping that you hit the double there so you can stay there and then go trip 16 on the last dart and win the leg that way.
Yeah, or maybe hope that you miss and hit a 19 or 17 where you got it open, or a 15. So
she did have a lot of wedges that she could potentially hit. 2 bowls added there. Opportunity for Stacey. 3 bowls gets her the point lead. And it's only a 5 mark away on the closes too. So a little bit of fire being played with.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
there's
a double
two.
goal.
And there's the point lead.
Yeah.
Luckily, Kelly has the 19s where she just needs to go one mark, but because it's only an 18-point lead. But if this gets squirrely a little bit,
Yeah, there's
there's a squirrel.
ooh, yep. And there's
Oh,
the lead.
no. Rutrow, Raggy.
That is one of those unfortunate moments there. I mean, here I usually go for the single marks for the closes. Yeah,
Yep.
19, 17, save that trip 15 for last. And looks like Kelly's going to have another go at it.
Yeah, she missed the single 17 on the 2 and then went back on the bulls on dart 3 and missed that into the 18. So we'll see kind of what happens here.
Yeah, but now
Reprieve.
she's going to have to hit 2 marks to get that point lead back, no matter which way she goes.
She does do just that. However, with the close of the 19, it's still winning darts in the hand of Stacey with that first dart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on. 17.
17.
Trip 15.
Dagger and she gets it. Come on.
Wow. 3.31. We talked about it briefly there. She's playing with a little bit of fire, and Stacey made it burn.
Definitely. I mean, Kelly, I thought we saw a change in the strategy that she was going to take with that second game and try to keep a comfortable point lead. And it's almost like she went back to the high risk shots after that, after she thought she had a comfortable lead with a couple of open wedges and stuff. But you got to look at it by marks. It was just 1 mark to close the 19, 1 mark to close the 17. You're looking at only a 5 mark lead, which is, with the trip 15, the close too, that's only a 5 mark lead if you look at it. So.
Oh, and look at Stacey.
Oh.
Stacey's just running right away. Goes 2019-17. And my goodness. Porky, the A to Z Dart December Dart of the Month is in full swing along with a special monthly raffle. So grab yourself a Dart of the Month set and some shiny new barrels from the Red Dragon 2025 launch just in time for the holiday season. Just tap the banners on their website over at a-cdarts.com. There's some cool darts on that Red Dragon launch, including the Adam Savada barrels.
Jason Watt.
And the Jason Watt barrels finally came out. Those have been in the process for quite a while.
Yeah.
So I'm happy to see those come out. And I actually got to see Adam Savada's. He was sent like 3 different prototypes of his darts from Red Dragon to try out while he was in Indy weekend number 5. So I got to see what those pretty things are going to look like. And those things are beautiful in person too. And boom goes the dynamite there for Kelly Sipe.
It is. Now, is that her first 9 mark of the season?
Yeah, it is. And it comes on your favorite number, the 18s.
Oh, all right. I think my dial-up is going out here. I better get going, guys.
I love it. Sorry for bringing that up, Porky, but I had to.
No, that's all right. Darts is one of those things that I don't get over excited or I shouldn't say excited. I get more excited watching my friends play and winning than I do when I get my wins.
Yep.
I never get bent out of shape about losses, man. It's I just love this game. As long as I can go out there and throw a dart, I'm happy. Win or lose, that's the best thing.
I find myself getting more upset when my friends lose, right? Or when they don't throw as well as I know that they can, especially in moments when they're playing like in the World Art Championship like now.
Oh, yeah.
Like Soldier, leg number 1, leaves 162, and you're like, but you know that now.
I know. And then it looked like he was going at the 18s, like he was going to master out the
158.
Yeah, right. I was like,
well, listen, Soldier's going to soldier, and he soldiers on into the next round.
Yeah. And I don't care what the haters say, whatever he's hitting it, and he's getting down to 0 first. So it doesn't matter what he leaves himself. Yeah, he could probably do better, but hey, that's part of learning, so Who cares?
Yeah,
Rag
you
on
just
him
got to
about
hope that
his
it doesn't
mask.
burn him at the
He's
wrong
the one.
time.
Yeah, he's the one that's up on stage playing, and we're not, right?
Exactly. Well, Paul Merrick is making me feel great. He says, glad Porky is on so I don't have to mute this.
Well, thanks, Paul. I appreciate it, man.
Be nice if your friends were my friends, you know, Porky?
I know, huh? What's wrong with them?
At the same time, I get it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
And, every time I do this, I always forget to check the chat. So I got to say, what's up, Juju? How's it going? Everybody saying hi. Miguel, Chris Martz tuning in from, he lives in one of those easy Wisconsin towns, Hartford.
Oh,
so
there you go.
Yeah.
I feel like that was almost harder for you to pronounce than like the ones that you normally pronounce.
No doubt. Well, yeah, Chris, he says Will sounds froggy today.
Yeah, something like that. You just have a good voice today is what Will has.
Is that what yeah, exactly. A little deeper, and that's that I worked outside all day in the 30-degree weather voice right there.
Little freeze going on that.
Just actually, it was warm today. It got up to about 34, 35, and we worked outside in this nice weather.
It was about 50 actually is what it got up to today in Indy, but nice. Rained all day long. It was awful.
Yeah, it was raining today too, so it was good.
Sorry, Nick just whispered, I think 75 in our ear. Thanks.
Thanks, my dial-up is having issues right now. I think I'm out of here.
He keeps threatening to quit. He keeps threatening to quit, knowing that I can just run this thing by myself. I'm fine. Like, I'd rather have you here, Porky. But if you have to leave, you just let us know.
If you want me here, I will stay.
Yes, please, for the love of God, stay.
Yes. This is still, every game has been close.
3-0 playing a 3-1-1, and Stacey trying to again steal at the last second. 18s. Oh, big 7 mark again, though. Timing it so perfectly.
It is. Like I said, it comes down to the timing always.
But this has been Kelly's honeypot. She's already 9 marked these 18s once.
Is that a shot at me again?
No.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Just making sure.
Sometimes I just spit facts, Porky. It's not always about you.
Oh, yeah. I know. Because, every time those 18s come up.
I'm going to start calling you Will if you keep this up. Kidding.
I'm the froggy Will.
Well, ribbit. Stacey closes those 18s. Looking back, and now in the lead again. Man, I think she might have taken it personally that she lost 7-0 against Shea. She's not letting Kelly breathe right this second.
No, not at all. You're going to learn more from your losses than you do your wins anyways. So maybe she did learn a big lesson against Shea. I
have learned so much in darts.
Yes.
I can't even tell you.
Haven't we all?
I've learned that I belong in this chair. That's what I learned the most.
And sometimes I feel like I probably belong in the chair too.
Well, it's just because you're actually good at this. For me, it's because I'm forced to be.
No, you're great. Look at this.
Trip 15. Trip give it right back
for the win.
Oh, right on the wire.
It's like a hole or two out.
So now Stacey should stay all day, even if she gets that chip on the first one. Just going to stay there now. Oh, the trip 10 might cost her.
You never know.
This has
3
been
singles.
This is spun right around on its head.
Look at that. Don't go double. Please don't go double.
She did not. Good.
Thank God.
Big dart. Hits
it. There it is. Kelly
2-1 now. Boom. That's gonna settle her down a little bit, right, Porky?
Yeah, I think so too. Now, once you get that first win under your belt, then you know, it's gonna hopefully level out and kind of calm your nerves and everything like that. I can't really speak from experience on that because I didn't get my first win until like game 7 against Nick East. So
he was on fire.
He was,
last
man.
season.
He shot great. Yeah, definitely. You know, and it's so good. Look at that, putting in a big 7 mark there for Stacey. She's not going to play around this game. You know, she has that 2-1 lead and had the, you know, had the throw on this game. So, but Kelly.
Yeah, I think they're both starting to play some darts here, bud.
I think so too. Look at that, putting up a 6. I mean, this is what we're looking for.
Match.
I think, yeah, I mean, they both settled in and all that stuff. So yeah, what I was saying was like with Nick, it's good to see the old Nick back. I mean, that's how I remembered him from years ago, and you know, he kind of took some time off and just kind of wasn't at the level that he used to be, and now the guy's a beast. He is a beast.
I've learned that he did not get that nickname for nothing. Let's put it that way.
Correct.
He fired on all cylinders, and it clicked like week 5 or week 6, right?
Yeah.
Of Division II, and he just started throwing fives after fives, and you know, from the commentator's perspective, you're watching this happen. You're like, I mean, I know he's on the loser side, but he kind of has to be the favorite right now, right? And there was no offense to you at all.
No, not at all. I mean,
it just he was throwing that well.
He was,
and you saw the same thing from Ram in Division 1. It almost like mirrored itself. Did you see Ram won DP Texas on Saturday?
Yeah, he
got his CDC tour card. Yeah. Shot a 93 average.
That's nuts, right? I mean,
it's crazy. There were a lot of matches won today at the World Dart Championship that the winning player did not shoot 93.
Correct. Yeah, and I mean, I think it's only a matter of time before we see him over there.
Man, I hope. He's the type of guy that would represent so well and play so well
absolutely
overall. Yep. But speaking of playing so well, Stacey Tullock averaging a 7.0 right now in this leg, dominating from the start.
That is crazy, like down to the bowls too, and she's still shooting a 7.
Yeah, it's going to be round 5 when she's going to be at the finish line here. Blink and you miss a type of a leg.
Yeah, it's, man, wow. She is just on right now. So do you think she kind of has an advantage being mostly a steel tip player here, with it being cricket and knowing the game?
What? I don't think so.
No?
I like the idea. Anyone who plays mostly steel and comes over to soft tends to make that transitions a little bit easier than going from soft to steel, like just straight up. But I don't know if with it being cricket that it actually is an advantage for her, because I feel like she'd play a different type of cricket playing steel tip versus soft tip, because steel tip cricket is about what you hit. Soft tip cricket's about what you miss typically. And so you kind of play it that way. So maybe she's just playing a little bit more conservative, and that's helping her out just to be able to move around the board easily. But I think that she's been in and out of both games enough to where I think she knows how to switch up her strategy for what she needs to do. But if it was 0-1 and it was like double out, I'd say advantage Stacey.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because the math there is just so much easier to grasp, right?
Yeah.
But in cricket, I don't see it as much of an advantage.
Interesting. Yeah, and see,
now I like the expert's perspective.
I would think that as long as she knows the soft tip cricket strategy, I think it would be a pretty good advantage, because I mean, coming from steel tip, you're usually shooting at the triples. You're not really shooting, so you're getting a lot of reps on the triples themselves, whether it be, you're leaving, 85 and you're shooting the trip 15 first, so I think it could be an advantage, definitely. But I also see your perspective too. Makes perfect sense.
And you know what? You just wrapped up a great conversation. We saw each other's perspectives, but we still said what we said.
I know, right?
I just wish everyone talked like that,
Well, there's really, when it comes down to it, there's really no strategy except for you got to hit what you're aiming for. That's it, you know.
And Maloney hits those doubles when he aims for him, and that's the annoying part, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But it works for him. You know, you can't hate him because it works for him. It just wouldn't work for me. You know, it's just the squeeze isn't worth the juice for me.
Yeah, I hate what it shows other players to do. Big 8 mark.
Yeah, that's a boom goes the dyno.
Well, it's a boom goes the it was an 8 mark is what typically would happen in that moment.
Yep.
That's the proper way to call that one, because you get excited and then you realize that it was just an 8 mark. Been there, done that many, many times. Luckily at that time I was able just to see the X at the end to make that easier. Let's talk about the top 4 here on the winner side of our bracket. We got Shea Cole and Murph. That one is scheduled for the 23rd, which is next Monday. We'll see what happens with the schedule as far as that goes. I think we're going to try and get Chrissy some time to rest up, of course. And I think Olivia Terry would also agree with that, to give her that time to rest up. But that is a rematch of the Booyah Cup women's final from last season. Chrissy Grimmel, Olivia Terry. Now, Chrissy, I think, got ill then as well, and so OT was able to take out the victory. So maybe a little rematch there. But I'm telling you, the person that has impressed me the most in this WCS for the first time in it is Shea Cole.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I love that girl so much. You know, we've played doubles a lot together. You know, both in the non-pro when I was a non-pro and then when I was a pro. And to see her coming back the way she is I'm so excited. You know, it's not because I'm going to shoot with her again, but, you know.
Boom goes the dynamite.
Look at
there
that.
You go.
There's 2.
Kelly Sipe with her second.
So I'm kind of glad I took that over.
You took the over and it happened quick, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. I mean, we're only on game 4, so this could go to the distance. I think it.
Stacy is shooting lights out right now.
Yeah, she is. You know, I mean, what did she shoot the last game? She had the 7, and then the last game was a 4 something, and now she's a 4.67. This is
yeah, she's turning on at the same time Kelly is, but she's turning on with a different gear, it looks like.
Oh yeah. She's pulling a Nick East over Porky thing here, man. You know.
Wait, I think that's too soon for
honest,
Porky.
Wait, there's Will. Let's be honest. She is treating Kelly like Nick treated Porky.
Let's be honest was great.
Yep.
Caitlin Myers, you're right. Lisa, you did one Booyah Cup last year. I'm just an idiot. OT played Chrissy the second year of Booyah Cup. That's what I was remembering. You're right. I apologize. Lisa, you definitely won Booyah Cup last year.
I was just agreeing because I didn't get to watch it every year for the last 2 years since Zyla's been in volleyball. That's the same weekend as her regional finals, and there is no reception in that place, and I hate it.
Well, Stacey makes it 4-1 as we're going to take a quick break, and we take a quick break, a 3-minute ad break from A2ZDarts.com where we get to see the beautiful Jen Mounts and hopefully not Will at any point in time. And then we'll be right back in action after that with no interviews. So stay with us, hit that share button. We're going to be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Let me tell you about A to Z Darts. We're a specialty dart store with over 10,000 different products. We create in-depth videos and blogs to help improve your game and showcase our products. We give helpful advice on how to practice darts, the fundamentals of form and mechanics, and how to make better decisions when purchasing your darting equipment. Whether you're brand new or a seasoned player, we try to provide fun and informative content. I'm Jen, the creative director for A to Z Darts. I've been playing for over 10 years, and I've traveled the world competing in and promoting the sport. This is Will. He runs our live streaming company, USA Darts, and and travels the globe as well to broadcast major darting events and interview PDC players alike. You'll find over 2,000 different sets of darts on our website. Guessing right now you're pretty interested in our resources? Learn about form, throwing mechanics, practice routines, scoring and grouping, checkout methods, cricket strategy, and much more. Visit a-zdarts.com to take advantage of our blog or follow us on social media at azdarts today.
Callisto. A range offering 3 different variants. The key similarity of all options is the unique matte texture and reverse cut all throughout. Those with softer or clammy hands looking for grip options that don't tear up your skin might gravitate towards this range. The matte coating and simple groove proves you don't need insane milling to create consistent grip. We rate the Callisto range overall a 3 out of 5 for grip intensity. Callisto by Winmore, available now. Sipe. Looks grippy, but deceptively smooth. We rate Sipe a 3 out of 5 for grip intensity. Sipe offers a symmetrical grip front to back. Flies beautifully straight, very easy to control. Any long straight barrel with grip throughout is the perfect combination. I loved the flight pattern and pitch the steel tip version produced. The soft tip is nearly identical to the steel tip. Sipe by Winmore, available now. Daryl Gurney SC 1.0 series. Very similar to the classic Super Chin barrel shape that we all know and love. The brilliant gold and metallic blue separate the barrel into 2 sections. Classic straight section in the rear and ever so slightly bomber shaped in the front. The dual colored nitride coating is very striking. We rate the Daryl Gurney range overall a 3 out of 5 for grip intensity. Something about the shape and length of this barrel produced an incredibly flat dart for me. The longest barrel from the launch, offering more room for those with larger hands or a very widespread grip. Daryl Gurney SC 1.0 by Winmore, available now. Kairos. A range offering 2 different variants. Models 01 and 02 differ in weight options, length, and max diameter. The key similarity of all options is the unique torpedo shape and center ripsaw grip. Make no mistake, the center ripsaw milling feels like a 6 out of 5 for grip intensity. Those with rough hands struggling to grip the dart, Kairos might be perfect for you. Kairos by Winmore, available now.
Dartboard lighting systems that work with soft tip boards, starting with what I'm calling your best value option, the 180 Illumina lighting system. Quick clarification, you cannot purchase the cheaper light version, LITE, but the more durable and robust normal Illumina lighting system is going to work since it mounts to the wall. If you want to upgrade to the ultimate setup, we'd recommend the Target Corona Vision lighting system plus conversion kit that is compatible with most grand boards. This is basically a zero installation option. No power tools are needed. You're not mounting the light to the dartboard or the wall. You just assemble the legs to the light when you buy it, and then when you buy the conversion kit, it's magnetic. Just snaps right onto the leg, and the 4 prongs push into the dartboard. Target Arc light, which clips to the dartboard directly. So I have the Target Arc light under the Illumina, giving it more stability by accident, but if it was on its own, it'd be a little wobbly on the board. You can see the lights illuminating like half of the board, and it's certainly in danger of falling if you bump into the board or retrieve your darts too hard.
Thank you, Jen, for all those kind words from A-to-Z-Darts.com, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the WCS after the break. I already ruined it. I'm Sean, joined by Porky. Porky, take it away.
What's up, everyone? And, I love watching Jen's commercials. She is just incredible at everything she does, commercial-wise.
Literally everything that she does, commercial-wise, she is the best at. And right now, she's taking a lot of pictures on that Alley Pally stage as media for the PDC this week in USA Darts. So she crushes it in every capacity that she can. One of those people, and Will's the same way. If there's 2 people I'm not jealous being over there working, doing the things that they're doing, it is definitely the hard work of Jen and Will that I have come to appreciate in this business. So they have deserved every ounce of their their success that they're having over there. So huge shout out to them, repping USA and USA Darts amazingly. Can't ask for better there.
Nope, not at all. They are two of the best, definitely.
And Caitlin Myers, I used to love you, but if you keep correcting me on my mistakes and tell everyone else that I'm making them, nobody else knows, Caitlin. I could be just making up facts. I don't need a fact checker. I'm just kidding. Keep me on my toes because I don't need to say idiotic stuff. But you are right. Paula did win 2 years ago. Dang it. Stop it. Stop being correct. All right, fine. It's the rematch of the finals of the Women's Choice Challenger Series from last season. Or is that wrong too? That's wrong too, isn't it? Dang it. It is. Because Cheyenne was... Sorry, guys. I just might as well mention it. Porky just sneezed into an oven mitt to make sure he did not. It looks like an oven mitt from here.
It's a seat cushion. Oh,
okay. All right. Sorry.
I guess it'd be an oven mitt for my size meal, but yeah.
It looked like he even had like the thumb fold like on the backside. That's why I thought.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Well, I folded it to make it double thick for my my sneeze cough. Anyway,
made a good
back to the match. Stacey here with 4 houses closed, and
well, Stacey continues to run. Right, the break was very short, comparatively speaking to normal. I don't think it's going to affect the players as much, and I think that Kelly might have liked the break to be a little bit longer, perhaps to kind of slow down Stacey a little bit because she's been on fire here this last couple of legs. And Porky just chugged an entire water, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I don't want to be accused of being, what did that guy accuse me of? Being high or something? Or
stoned. We said stoned.
Stoned, yes. And for the record, I'm 51 years old and I have never done drugs in my life.
So, that is actually, I know that as a fact about you.
Yeah, it's an accomplishment. Not too many people can say that.
I can't
agree. you just say I agree.
I agree that yes. I can't.
I know you're an English teacher, but remember there's something called the Fifth Amendment.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yes.
Right to a speedy trial, isn't that one?
No, not that one.
Oh, different Fifth Amendment. All right. That's the Fourth Amendment. I gotcha. We're good. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Back to the match.
Kelly, back to the match. Sorry, Mooney. I forgot your rules. Trip 16 there from Kelly. She does get that point lead back, but man, is she down in wedges here.
She is, but not out of it yet. Not in this game, at least.
All right, let's see what Stacey can do. She's been en fuego. I've really been impressed with the way she's performed. Someone actually made a great statement earlier, and I'm trying to see how far up I have to go for that. Oh, of course. Someone said that earlier. It's going to be Miss Carolyn Johnson says Brittany Karst is another one to look out for in this. She's been shooting amazing as well. So that's exciting stuff.
Wisconsin girl, of course. They all shoot amazing.
Wisconsinites, I'm telling you.
Yes.
Something about them.
There is. Well, it's called a cold winter and nothing else better to do than hang out in a bar. So,
hey, listen. That makes sense for adults to do that type of thing. And apparently every once in a while some kids. Yeah. Without the drinking, of course.
Yes. And I don't drink, so that's kind of funny.
I know. I was about to say, so you're around a whole bunch of intoxicated people from time to time. Yes. How do you handle those situations?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just my mentality from being in the Marines and babysitting my Marines when we used to. And plus, I used to be a bouncer at a club back in those days. So just kind of staying sober. And I mean, not to say that I didn't used to drink. I used to drink a lot. Like people couldn't handle my shot of choice. It was a shot of Everclear with a chaser of 151. So
what?
Yeah. Yep.
Porky.
Yeah.
I'm happy that you stopped drinking because you'd be dead right now.
Probably, but that's all right.
My goodness.
Yeah, just one of those things. I just decided to become a sober shooter, and it works. It's
Yep.
fun. When I did used to drink, I would do my drinking after I played anyways. And now I just don't drink. But I did do a shot in Vegas. Filthy made me do one. He had that butter pecan moonshine.
Oh yeah.
My God, that stuff was so good, But I did a shot up in the room, and then we went to sleep. And it was because I won the Masters Singles 501. So he said, "Come on, you got to do at least one." I was like, "All right, I'll do one." So,
Wow. I don't know if that's a great friend or a terrible friend for making you drink there, but
I know, but
it was a great celebration, and that's all that matters.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Stacey 2 bowls away from winning this leg, and she gets it right there. Stacey Tullock 5-1 lead on Kelly.
Man, that's like
maybe
four average games in a row. Besides that,
yeah,
7.
she is.
After that,
she has shot extremely well.
It's crazy. She's just putting it on.
And you think about it, the only leg Kelly won was a leg that she stole at the end with the bullseyes and the trip.
Yep.
So interesting stuff. Yeah. Rick Askin's talking about 151. Yeah, I had one shot of 151 once. And I don't remember the rest of my evening after that. And I did not drink much before that either. So I have not had another shot of 151 in my life.
Really?
Yeah, that one. Listen, I don't drink very much anyway. Like that's not at all what I do on a daily basis or a weekly basis. Even I'll do it when I'm playing darts sometimes, but I don't play very much anymore. I'm here in the chair where I definitely do not drink, no matter what anyone probably thinks. This is just me being goofy. But yeah, that one got me. That one got me for sure.
Definitely warms the chest for sure. Just think, Gates sits there and he sips on a whole cup of that stuff.
Did you see his interview with Will today where he thought he played Wednesday night already?
I did not see that.
Yeah. He's like, I probably shouldn't admit this, but I thought I played Wednesday night. Well, I'm happy he got on a plane at 6 a.m. this morning. Like our time. Well, actually an hour later than me. So I don't know how the turnaround had to been for him to get there and get kind of set up and ready to go. But for some people, they can show up ready to go. And for Soldier, as his job, and he knows how to practice, he knows how to prepare, he knows how to warm up. And everyone who has tried to talk to him while he's doing those things understand exactly what we're talking about, where he's going to have that intense focus when he needs it. And he loves playing on that stage, and he shows up on that stage. And how cool, listen, no matter how he performs, no matter what anything says, the amount of people he gets to chant USA at the Alley Pally is so awesome.
It is, and it's good that we're finally making a statement out there, and it seems like we're gaining more and more respect the more players from the United States that go over there, and I exclude Canada from that because they've always had great players going over there, but it's now we can separate the two. Usually we say North Americans, but now we can separate them, so it's kind of a good feeling.
Yeah, I mean, I still consider my North American, like I consider the North Americans that are going over there. Just been working with the CDC, it just getting to know those guys as well. Jim Long plays first match tomorrow morning, so
I know I'm excited.
Is that 6:30 your time? 6:45 your time?
I think so. Yeah, we're an hour behind you, so I'm up at 4:30 anyways. So
nice.
I'm excited. I'm ready to watch it, and you go get it, Jim. Definitely.
Yeah, and you want to talk about a person that is just easy to root for, right? Like he's on my wall back here behind me because of PopCon. He's one of the 4 players. My daughter, Savannah, my 3-year-old, will walk into my room and she's done this many times. She'll just be like, "Who's that?" And now she's learned them all. So she knows which one's Jim, which one's Jason, which one's Alex, and which one's Jules. Nice. So that's really adorable. I haven't videotaped it yet and then sent it, but she knows your guys' faces. So Jim, you better perform well for my daughter.
Right? Which Jason?
Watt.
Good. That's my favorite roommate. Yeah, that's my favorite roommate when I travel to steel tip tournaments and stuff. So
Well, he brings stuff, right?
no, he'll order a extra large pizza and eat like 2 slices, and like, hey Porky, you want to finish this? I'm like, duh.
Yes, you
Yeah,
do.
of
Yes,
course. You know, so
You're
he's
like, I
always-
actually did not have second dinner already because I thought that was going to be the case. Oh, that's great.
Hey, Nick, I got a question for you. How do we block people from the chat? Like, let's say we wanted to block Ian Hansen. How would we do that? Which button do I click?
I have a feeling you guys are being bad at successful blocking each other right now.
Yeah, I know.
It's not going to happen.
Did you see his comment?
It made me laugh hysterically.
Oh my god, me too.
And I know he's good for it too. So you better watch out, Porky.
Yeah, I know. So I'll split it with you.
You just get to not work anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Huh?
All right. So back to the match, as our good Ryan Mooneyham would say. We got Kelly Sipe, who's up in points, now up way more in points with that big 6 mark from her. Stacey Tullock up 5-1 on Kelly. So Kelly's got to run off a few legs in a row here, I think, to really have a shot. Stacey has been really good on these 16s and 15s. It's been part of the start's been hot when she's been throwing really well. But the finishing, when she's struggled, her 16s and 15s have kept her in these matches. Yeah,
and if you look at it too, I mean, Stacey is only shooting a 2.89 right now, which is a lot lower than her last 4 games. So that could be a difference right there. A momentum.
Yeah, and I think you'd agree with this. If you're Kelly, you have to take advantage when Stacey's throwing like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have to win these legs because you're going to have to win some of those legs when she's throwing really well. You better win these ones.
Yeah.
And there she is. Throws another 5 mark in there, just hanging around.
And now they're tied in the average department.
Yeah.
But
47-point difference.
Yeah, pretty comfortable. I wouldn't chance it. I would never mind.
Yeah. And it was a big last start. She made it work. If you're Stacey, what do you do here, bud? Do you close the 20s?
You know, I would. I mean, considering the way that Stacey's been hitting the bulls, I would probably take a stab at the 20 and try to
definitely
get up there or stay on bulls like she's doing right now.
She stayed on it for all 3, didn't she?
She did. She did.
And we'll see if Kelly does what she did. She is going right at the bulls.
I was looking up at the 20. Oh, what? Can she do it?
She needs to hit it. Of course she can.
That's it. Very aggressive. Woo. Very aggressive play right there.
And when you're down 5-2 or 5-1, I guess it's okay just to play as aggressive as possible.
Yeah.
You got nothing else to lose.
Yeah, try to switch it up and keep your opponent thinking.
Yeah, absolutely. Zozo in the chat asking about the announcement there that Nick is a part of as well. But Ohio is always a hot spot. It brings the Indiana shooters over. It brings down the Michigan shooters. It's going to be a big turnout, hopefully, with that stop coming into play. I mean, you just saw in Columbus last weekend how many players showed up to that one. So big darts and big things happen in Ohio.
Is this the regional you're talking about that's coming up?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Awesome.
And surprise, Nick.
Know if they released it.
Yeah, they did. They trust me. I saw it today. That's the reason why I'm saying anything about it.
Nice.
In case it was not released, then it was Porky who said it.
No, I'm glad, that they're getting these out a little earlier. Then it gives us a little more time to plan. So it's good. I'll be heading
Which is
out
always
to
the goal.
Yeah, I'll be heading out to the one in Pennsylvania. So
there you go.
That's gonna be fun.
Some great shooters there too.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The bad thing is, I think Ian's going to be there and Don Stewart. So I don't know which bald guy I don't want to hang out with the most.
Well, only one of them's got 2 firsts that can bite you. So
yeah, that's true. That's true.
the other one can throw them at you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
And probably would.
Yeah. That's what I always said about Don. You know, he's got 3 teeth, 1 in his mouth and 2 in his pocket.
Jeez. I love Don so much. That's so bad.
I do.
Speaking of great things that are happening, though, Stacey Tullock is, I'm telling you, when she's starting off a leg, she starts throwing that fire. She's throwing a 4.0 still, even with the 1 mark there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and
but Kelly's gotta get it going, especially on her number. These 18s, I'm telling you. It's like a nightmare every time you hear that number, right, Porky?
It is, man. It's like, how can she hit them so easily?
Hey, Troy Leroy's in the chat. Big Boom Man, how's it going, mate? Troy is from New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Yeah, so it is already it's the future over there for him.
Yes, it is.
Troy doing well. We got Porky Steve Hilger with us tonight. Porky is a fantastic shot from Wisconsin. He was the Division II finalist last season. We're gonna say finalist. That sounds better.
You could say runner-up, second place. I'm proud of that, man.
First loser.
Yeah, first loser. It doesn't matter.
2 scoops of ice cream.
Oh, yeah, I definitely got double dipped. I asked Nick if he had his double dipping shoes on, and he said yes.
he that was affirmative.
Yes.
Confirmed. The lie detector determined that was not a lie.
Yes, exactly.
So, Troy, hope you're doing well, my friend. I know Big Rig played today over Ali Pally. He did not perform well. Connor Scott performed extremely well against Big Rig. He got waxed there, but he didn't really go up against Damon Hedda anyway. He didn't want 2 friends battling it out.
Yes.
Little Boom Man is actually at Alexander Palace, the World Darts Championship, doing media. Oh, that's right. Nick's a Little Boom Man, and he is here behind the scenes. Will, I forgot, does not like that nickname, so he refuses to go by it. But Will's overseas in London doing the big boy job, media for USA Darts. Which, again, so cool, right? We have a USA Darts correspondent asking questions to the players at the World Darts Championship in London. Crazy. All right, Stacey, a huge opportunity to make it 6-2 and get within 1 leg of victory. Just get rid of those 16s. Just like that, with a big trip on the last.
Yeah, and she's back to shooting. I mean, Kelly's winning the games where Stacey's average has fallen under a 3 or low 3s. So,
but other than that, Stacey has been on top of her game.
She has.
And Kelly only averaging 188 is definitely not Kelly Sipe darts that we've seen.
No, not at all.
But it's tough when your opponent hits so early and you're finding yourself behind and having to kind of force darts and certain wedges that you're not really wanting them to go into. It can really lower that average quickly.
Absolutely. Just outside on those bulls. She did so good on the bulls last game. Thought she would be solid. Kind of make a little bit of a comeback, but with 4 houses down 2, it's a big, big deficit.
As Robert Frost said, she has miles to go before she sleeps.
Who's Robert Frost? Is that a singer?
He's a poet.
Oh, a poet.
Yep.
Has he ever
It's
sang?
okay. Listen, you're in the Marines. You don't need poetry in your life.
We wrote with crayons most of the time. So, and we could only write with them if we didn't eat them all first. So that's how that goes.
It does explain a lot. It does explain a lot.
Yes, it does. Oh, yeah.
Jay, are you asking where Jim Long is from? Because, yeah, that is London, Ontario. If that's what you're asking there. Said Porky can confirm that, but I don't know what he's actually saying.
I don't know. I must have missed a couple things in the chat. I've been watching the match.
Yeah, okay. Whatever, Porky. Stacey's about to win this thing right here to make it a 6-2 victory. Well, 6-2 lead, sorry. I meant
6-2 lead. Yes.
In a race of 7. We've seen crazier things happen in the WCS and CSC Challenger Series than a 5-leg on the spot.
Yeah.
Come from behind victory, especially with someone with the talent of Kelly. Kelly does have the talent to do that.
She gets hot on these bulls this round. You never know.
Trevor Watchborn saying, Porky not eating long enough to commentate is the most impressive feat tonight.
You know, I can't disagree with Trevor. There's a lot of things he says and posts that I'm like, what is that guy thinking? But that one I can't really disagree with.
It's up there as a good statement. But, guys, I'm going to tell you what. Porky's been great tonight. 6-2 lead now for Stacey. Porky, do you see Kelly getting back into this thing?
I do not. Unfortunately, I do not. Stacey is just on right now. She's starting off strong, and she's staying consistent, throughout each game. So it's – I've seen crazy stuff happen. You never know, but it's not looking good.
I'm going to go ahead and make a John Madden statement that says it's got to start right now, though.
Yeah.
And she cannot let Stacey take control of the 20s.
No, not at all. I mean,
every time that she has done that. See, and Stacey's just going to run. She's been running every time. You said it. Steel tipper.
Yeah, she's putting
those
up
triple 20s.
Yeah, she's putting up a 5 mark or a 7 mark most of the time.
There they are.
That's funny.
Yeah, hits 4 there.
Yep.
It's almost a bit of a give off, but not in this situation. It's not. Oh, man. Reminder, the A to Z Darts December Dart of the Month is in full swing along with the special monthly raffle. Grab yourself a Dart of the Month set and some shiny new barrels from the Red Dragon 2025 launch just in time for the holiday season. I'm telling you what, those Adam Saveda barrels are really pretty. Those Jason Watt barrels are really pretty. Just tap the banners on their website over at a-zdarts.com.
All right. I just had to get in the raffle too, because I think you got to comment, right, in order to win the raffle. So I just wanted to make sure.
Porky, I'm gonna lay this out for everybody, especially the commentator that's with me. We did not mention a single raffle tonight. So there is not one.
Oh,
so you can leave that comment in the chat, hit that like button on the Facebook page, just to say hi. How about that?
Well then. I'm going to raffle off a code. If you order from A to Z Darts and use the code Porky, you will get a free code not valid pop-up window with your purchase. So there you go.
Well, boom goes the dynamite for that. That's so wonderful. I love it. This is the type of stuff that we live for, right here. Speaking of which, another Niner on the 18s. Nope, doesn't fit it.
You just wanted to say on the 18s. That's what it is. Knowing that I'm sitting right here, not only within your view, but on the microphone with the volume up.
Hey, Porky,
Yes.
I have one trivia question for you.
Okay.
How many wheels does a semi-truck have?
Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. With a trailer or without a trailer?
With trailer, of course.
With a trailer. 18?
It is 18.
I know.
Nicely timed.
I had to count how many are on the trucks that, yeah. Isn't that crazy? Well, you know what's funny? Because once I counted them visually, I was like, wait, they're always called 18-wheelers. Jeez.
Well, that's how I knew that trivia. Listen, Troy Leroy in there goes, "Oh, Big Boom Man, this will give you a tickle. Purchase me a set of the Mick Maloney darts. They're not good, mate. Think it's the conversion tips I have to use. Gutted. What a waste of New Zealand for Christmas. Of NCD for Christmas. And I guess that's New Zealand dollars for Christmas. That's wonderful.
Oh,
that's so great. Renee Shepard in the chat saying, "Hi, guys. And listen, Stacey Tullock, 2 16s and 3 bowls away from winning this match.
And shooting a 4.8.
Yeah. Yeah, she has definitely earned it with the way she shot tonight.
She has. Absolutely.
That 3.33 was not correct. It is going to be more than that next week. I can tell you that much. And it does say a lot about Shea Cole.
It does, yeah.
She beat her 7-0. I don't even know how that's possible with how Stacey's shot tonight.
It is Shea Cole. And if it's the old
That's
Shea
true.
Cole, she was almost untouchable back in those days.
Well, I will never call Shea old. I'm telling you that much right now.
No, not at all.
No, you said it, not me. I'm just kidding. You didn't say it. Just trying to get you in trouble.
So Camille turned 18 a couple weeks ago. And,
wow.
Yeah, I know. And the first time I shot with Shea, Camille was 4 years old. So
Aw.
time goes by so quick.
Jason, we don't need any experts in the chat here on the amount of wheels. I was just trying to do an 18 joke, and it worked out.
Oh, they always try to throw me off, like in that spelling bee. Oh my god!
What was the word? Couch?
No, well, I was in second grade, and I just got. I kind of forfeited out. It was pretty embarrassing because my word was orange, and my question was the color or the fruit, and people, all the parents were laughing. My parents walked out of there; they were embarrassed. It just wasn't fun. So
They gave you those. They gave you those marine papers right away, didn't they?
They did. They signed
grade.
me up in second grade. They knew I was going to be a killing machine.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, man, I love it. Well, right now, Kelly's trying to stay in this bad boy, isn't she?
Yeah.
Gets the point lead.
There's still a chance.
Stacey's playing around with these 16s, it seems like. Even throwing a 3.89 to a 3.90. I think it's really Kelly just picked up her game here in the last little bit. Back against the wall, and she's going for it.
Yeah, she absolutely did.
Oh, there's the close, though, from Stacey.
And this here, I mean, if Kelly hits that first bull, you definitely got to take those 2 closes. And I wouldn't even mind taking, go for the close, single 20. Oh, no.
I think she
misread the board.
I think she might have there. Because she's been hitting those 18s so perfectly. I don't think that was anywhere else.
I see what you did there.
I mean, it wasn't 18. I didn't do it. She threw that. I think she threw it. She's like, this is going to be my last darts. I'm just going to joke around with Porky, throw an 18 first.
Do you think maybe before she shot that dart, she was like, this one's for Porky, just to rub it in?
Maybe. just to show you that she can do it even when she didn't need to.
Right.
You see right now, she's just expert aiming. So I'm going to guess it was definitely towards you. Big hat trick, but is it too little too late? Most likely, yes.
But you know what? It could put some added pressure on Stacey to hit those 2 bulls. That 1 bull.
One more. There it is.
There was absolutely no pressure on her.
No pressure whatsoever. Not whatsoever. That was a weird thing. Wow is right.
Man.
She took that last week performance personally. I think Stacey Tullock 7-2 over Kelly Sipe. Porky, I was not expecting that, man.
No, I wasn't either. I thought it was going to be a lot closer than it was. But I think Stacey learned a lot from last week playing against Shea and didn't want to make the same mistake this week. And I think it showed.
Yeah, she did not make the same mistake. Kelly had the booms, right? She had 2 of those bad boys, but Stacey was the queen of consistency this evening. Shot fantastic, and she'll keep going for that $2,500 first place prize up for grabs, where anything can kind of go. She plays the winner of Brittany Karst, Lane Lysak on the loser side, so it does not get any easier. That's for sure from this point forward.
No, not at all. I mean, Lane is such a young talent that has a lot of experience, with playing with her parents and everything. And Brittany, she is consistently in the no cap leagues and playing against teams like Garrett and myself and, Ray Morgan and whoever he plays with, Wes White, Jake Smith, or any of those guys, and
those easy wins.
She's putting in the work, definitely. So it's going to be exciting next week to see that match or watch it. I hope one of them goes live and we can watch it. That would be great. Yeah. This is a good
We hope so. Yeah. And that being said, next week we get the aforementioned Shea Cole on our stream for the first time. She just got a camera package in her location. So
all right.
She'll be on that live stream playing against Meredith McGee, and that's going to be a good battle of some 4.0 averages.
It is. Yep.
That one could go either way.
I didn't get to watch all of Murph's match last time. I didn't know how her wrist was affecting her. I know you guys touched base on it a little bit, but hopefully it's Shea's going to be really tough to hang with, especially if the physical aspect of it with the wrist and everything. I hope it stays healthy and we get a great match out of it because Shea is on a mission this year, I think. Yeah,
she's lost 1 game total.
1 game total? Wow.
Yeah, she has an 88.9% win rate in 18 games played. That is domination if I've ever heard of it. But we'll see what happens. Anything can go next week. First time on live stream too. I know that she'll be prepared for it. I know that she'll be messaging me all week long with information and things like that, which she does on a daily basis with me, and I love it. Shea, don't stop doing that. But it's going to be a great battle. Next week, Shea Cole taking on Murph. It's going to be a battle. Guys, you're going to want to be there for it. Porky, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure.
It. Thank you. Thank you.
I've seen you do some commentary, and I've loved it, and I've always wanted to work with you, and so now we get to do it.
And now we did. Yeah. So it's good. I mean, I tried to do that at TOC, but man, that movie was good. It
was a good movie. It was good. Movie night was great. Hey, Nick.
Wolverine.
We need to make sure Porky doesn't come back. All right. So, listen, Porky, it was a pleasure. Yeah. Honestly, you made things so much more pleasant for us this evening. The insight was great, except for the ending when you brought up the movie night.
I know. It was perfect. Well, why is Nick laughing? Why? Because he knows as well as I do, you are lying right now.
About what? Oh, that's what he's laughing about.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Troy Leroy calling you Devin Peterson. He doesn't even know who you are.
I know, right? That's all right. I just talked to Devin earlier this week or yesterday, as a matter of fact. So that's my twin.
They are good friends. Yep.
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, guys, thank you much for joining us this evening. We're gonna let you go so that you guys can get back to watching some football, and we're gonna head to bed. Because I think it's past both of our bedtimes. After a late night snack.
After I eat.
Yeah, exactly. Guys,
slow down,
see you next week.
Slow down. Speak for yourself, all right? Don't speak for me. You go to bed, I'm going to go to the refrigerator. So.
There you go. Guys, we'll see you next week. Hopefully Porky gets to join us again because Will still be doing his USA Darts coverage and all that good stuff from overseas. So, Porky, if you're available, let's have some fun. But this weekend, PPD Nationals. So be ready for that bad boy this weekend as well. So we will see you then. Have a great night. And thanks for joining us, guys.
Have a good one, everyone.